How'd you get your washboard stomach, Paul? I don't know if Ronnie's a guy or a girl.
Yeah, me either. I don't know. I just
Sit-ups?
No, I'm just lucky.
You're just lucky.
Yeah.
He's genetically blessed.
And I'm active, play a lot of sports. I think that helps.
Yeah. Surfing and stuff.
Yeah, but I've always just been lean, and that's just luck of the draw.
Lean, mean, fighting machine.
That's right. Wow. Another unscripted question. There were several times while we were out there working where you said that you were just done. You wanted to get out of there so bad.
So bad.
No, but really, it always got me because, like, sometimes you like being contrary. You like stirring the pot a little.
No,
It's come on,
okay,
hear this
okay,
out. It's
okay,
in your personality.
All right, okay.
And you would say it, and half the time I believed it, and then the other half I just was like, you know what? She doesn't really feel that way. She's just saying it.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 months is a long time to be away from home, no matter where you're at.
It wasn't even that. It's just being where we were.
And the elements.
Yeah.
And I know that you and John were like super peachy the whole time.
I think everyone in John was super peachy
No,
the whole time.
but really, like when you look back at it, you look at it and go, I'm so glad I did that. Like that was a great experience. Or do you look back at it and go, that was hell?
No, I mean, it was hell, but it was a great experience. Absolutely.
Why you gotta spin it? Just pick one and go. Why you gotta spin it? Just pick one and go with it, you know? Like, which one is it? It can't be both.
It is absolutely both. Life is complicated.
It was hell,
and
but it was
layered.
unreal. Like, you wouldn't trade it for anything.
I would never trade it for anything, and I would never trade that experience for anything, and I learned a lot, and I learned about free diving, which is one of my favorite things in the world, and I got to spend and bond with actors in a way that you just don't get to do in our business. People are so sheltered. Everyone goes to their trailers. Everybody's so divided. Everybody has a posse and entourage, especially the more successful you get, and we were really... It was like camp. We were really thrown together and spent day and night with each other, and we became, in the most sense that I've ever felt on any set, a family. And so I absolutely appreciate that, and I appreciate that we all got to sort of rely on each other. And when it was cold and when it was hard, is sort of when you get to see who people really are. And everyone really was good people that we got to work with.
No, that's
so
true.
I would never trade that, but it was hell.
Yeah.
I was cold.
No,
I don't
given
like
the
being
circumstances,
cold.
the situation, there is no masking. Like, it wore off real quick, you know?
I was cold.
People come in with their game face on, you know, and it's like, it doesn't last so long.
No, so. Dad, sunshine girl. To Paul, what's the most difficult part of being famous?
Probably answering questions like that.
No, it's not.
No,
What's
but it
the
is.
most difficult part of being famous? How about when you were an actor?
I don't know. Is it difficult, Jessica? It's not really difficult.
What's the most
I think
difficult part for you? Don't ask me. What's the most difficult part for Paul to be famous?
You know, I think I think the hardest part, this is it. The hardest part is when you're out to dinner with your girlfriend and people come up to you, they rush you. It's like the one time where it's like, hey, look, you know what, you want to be alone. Like, that's hard. Outside of that, I mean, it's pretty basic. I mean, people talk about it.
Personal time with you and your family or people that you love.
And it seems to me, it's not like, you know, people like approach all the time, but when it does happen, there are those few moments where it's like, oh, okay. But, you know, you never want to be rude. You always want to be nice. You always want to be accommodating. But I mean.
But it's distracting taking pictures in the middle of a restaurant at 10 o'clock at night when you're having an intimate dinner.
Yeah, but I mean, that's all I can cry about. You know what I mean?
It's not a bad thing. So you just
no, what I'm saying is you're asking me the hard. That's it. What is the hardest thing? That would be it. I mean, it's not hard.
That's fair.
You just kind of roll with it, and I think you just, you know, you play it for what it is. I mean, you don't get caught up in your head and your game, and you don't allow all the hype to balloon your head, and you try to stay grounded, and you hang around with the people that, you know, you've always known, and, you know, you stick with the things that you've always done, and in that you kind of find base in a reality. And you know, my buddies, man, I'll tell you that. My dad, my brothers, any one of them, if I were to step out of line, they'd kick the crap out of me, you know. So
I met your dad, and
too,
he probably would. My family's pretty much the same way. Yeah.
No, I got that about your family, for sure. All right. This is from Marauders Girl 623. What would you say is your biggest achievement thus far?
What would I say is my biggest achievement thus far? I think just acting for as long as I have. I started acting by choice when I was 12, and still being employed and not I don't know, sort of persevering and not letting things, distractions in the famous side of what this business is about. Like they try to put so much, the business tries to put so much on what you're wearing and events and is this high profile and all this weird famous person stuff that I don't care about. And I think being able to get through it and know that like I really do love acting because I love telling stories. I love touching people. I love seeing little kids, their faces brighten up when they see you because they can relate to you in some way because you play a character that they love. Mm-hmm. And that's why I do what I do for a living. And I think just not being jaded make me jaded and still do it for as long as I have been.
Nice.